On a recent blustery winter Friday, a group gathered deep in the heart of Texas to celebrate a man who held Texas deep in his heart, Mirabeau B. Lamar.
Today is Lamar Day. That's a Texas Honor Day. It has been for a long time, and we've been celebrating here a long time. But the event gets a little bit bigger every year, and we're happy about that, especially now that we have the Fort Bend Historic Commission's support with it. They're members of the Sons of the Republic of Texas as well. Lodges. Lamar actually belonged to the Morton Lodge that I can see from here. When he lived here, he lived right over off behind the Justice Center. That was his plantation. He's buried here, so is Jane Long. So it seemed an easy thing to do to honor him on Texas Honor Day. And he's important because he was the second president of the Republic of Texas. And he was responsible for setting aside the land for all two big universities, University of Texas as well as Texas A&M, and really starting the public school system as well as choosing Austin as the capital of the state. He did a lot of good things.
Morton Cemetery is part of Texas history and a local treasure, and not just because of Lamar.
I think it's very bucolic, very idyllic. You come in here in the summer and it's very peaceful and calm. They've done some cleanup here since the flooding of last year. They've removed some trees and they've opened this up, so it looks very nice. It looks really good to me. This is one of the older cemeteries in Fort Bend County, not the oldest, but one of the older ones. It's certainly historic. It has some important people in county history buried here, including not just Lamar, but Jane Long, Walter Burton, on and on and on. You really should come out here and look take a tour. It's an interesting place.
It's no surprise that participants in the event were passionate about history, but one group took it just a step further.
The boys that were here today are an interesting hodgepodge. At least two are with the Brazoria Militia, which is a company, or actually a battalion of militia Stephen F. Austin set up in 1823. And the others are with the Texas Army, which was reestablished as a ceremonial arm of the governor's office in 1976. Both groups have been reconstituted. Both of them died out and came back, but they are always busy. Somebody once said that those who are ignorant of history are doomed to repeat it, and we found that to be true in many levels. Instead of creating the same errors over and over and over again, if we learn from our mistakes and our victories in the past, we can go on to a better future. There's no point in having a flat tire on the same stretch of road twice. So we need to take a look at it, and if we didn't like the outcome last time, somebody said the definition of insanity is trying the same method over and over and expecting a different result. If we don't like the way it worked out last time, then by golly, shouldn't we try something different? But we can't do that if we don't know what's on the road behind us.
Besides, history is fun.
Oh my gosh, Texas history is so fascinating. We're so lucky. I learn constantly about something interesting and new. You could make a million movies about Texas history and they'd all be true. If you really start looking into it, it's so much more than just the Alamo or, the War of Independence. There's just tons of stuff. The settlers and their backgrounds. There are a lot of good books about it. We had heroes that were, larger than life. Sam Houston was one, and we had Travis. They're really cool people. When you start reading about them, you can't stop.
For more information about Fort Bend history, visit the Historical Commission's page on the county website. Go to www.fortbendcountytx.gov. Select the Departments tab, then Historical Commission. For Day Trips, I'm Stacee Hawkins.